Hey, Pete, it's Mark Maupin. I just want to thank you for this awesome G-Site software builder that you gave us. The software is killing it for my customers and killing it for my own business too. Mostly I have service-related businesses that go to the customers, but then I run a national charity, and it's working across the board on everything I'm doing. So the benefits from it are, one, the G sites are going to the top of Google, but not only are they going to the top of Google for a key search phrase, with your software, it allows us to build the extra pages. So like in the case of my national charity, for 14 major key search terms, each one of them is at the top of Google when you're doing it. So I'm going to spend a minute and show you all this. Uh, my Google Place map listings for the businesses I've got are also popping to the top in the 3-pack, but not only in the 3-pack for the existing city, but the adjoining cities too. So this software is just incredible in what it's done to my existing business. And they also are majorly SEO in my website, and I want to show you exactly what I'm talking about with that. So let me share my screen and just take you to some examples here. Share, okay. So this is the actual one of the G sites I built, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like when we do a search for it. So, but you'll notice at the top, look at the key search phrase, charitable real estate donate. In this case, this charity takes car donations and real estate donations. And car donations is major competition for that one. Real estate donations have got some other major national sites that I wasn't even on the page for, and they dominated it until I started using the G sites. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about here. So, but each of the key search terms across the top, you'll see there's 4, and then you'll see there's another batch down here, but any kind of like commercial real estate donations, just all the different ones that are the keywords. And so when you click on any one of those and do a search, the page is ranking for all of them. So here's an example. If you do real estate donations in Hamtramck, you'll see that my G sites come right to the top. There it is. And then you'll see that it shows the phone number too. But then you'll see that my main website also comes to the top. So Driving Successful Lives, but it's the local page for that website. So on my major website that I've got, I have the top 100 cities in each state in the US. And then I've got it for car donations, and I've got it for real estate donations. So what it's happening is that's 10,000 pages, and I just put these on about 6 months ago. So I had a major indexing problem, which I've now got that solved, and I'll kind of show you that too. But then you can see here's the G site popping up again. And then here's another example. I'm just wanted to go through it. Like here's one from real estate donations in Pensacola, Florida. So you'll see here we are, number 1 with the G site. Now in this case, my main page hasn't been indexed yet, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Then here's another one in Frenchtown, Michigan, number 1, but then notice my main site's underneath it, and then the Google site comes up again, but for a different search term. So another page is coming up. Here's one in Romulus, Michigan. And then there are the G sites at the top, but then my map locations at the top. They have actually the only map location showing up for my Google place. Then we do like car donations, Google site at the top. But then when you go to the site, then you'll see that they're popping. Oh, I'm going to jump back now, and I failed to point out, when I'm building these sites, what I do is I build a high domain authority backlink to like a Wikipedia page for the city. In this case, it's the city of Allen Park. So there's my Wikipedia link. Then I build a link to a local government page. So I've got high domain authority outbound links to a city that this particular local page is in. Then I've got a link going back to my main site for the real estate. Then I've got another page coming back to my actual local page. And then I've got one going to the Michigan page. And then I've got one going to the actual map locations. And then it's got the video on it. So then it's also SEO in my videos and bringing them to the top. So you can get a really great idea of how this thing's working. So let me jump back over here. So now what I was doing was saying, here's the one for car donations and Wyandotte. But then when you go down the page, you can see my map locations at the very top. And I have a second map location popping up because of the way I'm doing this inside my G sites. So now here's my main website for real estate donations, or for, actually, that's not the homepage. It's Driving Successful Lives. In the main page, I've got my press releases and all that. But then I go into the real estate page, and what you look at when you pull up this is you pull up where we serve. So then I built, this is built on a silo. Now here's the different states that we service. So then you go to a state, and there you can see that I have this one, there's probably 50 or 100 of the top cities in that state. So what I had major issues with was when I built those, the pages weren't indexing. So what I figured out how to do was I used an indexer, and then like in this indexer here, I used 3 different indexers, but in this particular indexer, let me find here. Here we go. I got to look for the one that's got 900. So here it is. So these were new listings I just put into, and you'll notice I put these in. Let me look at the date here. I just put these into an indexer on 12/24, and now out of that, I've got 326 of the local pages now have indexed. But what's happening is the second that these local pages index, they are moving right to the top. So when you see this city and then you do a search for it, it comes right to the top. So not only am I, and now I'm going to show you why that's happening, that why those cities are popping to the top. So if I go into Ahrefs and I look at referring for Driving Successful Lives, I look at the referring domains and I look at the backlinks, you'll see there's 71,000 new backlinks just built. Let's look at that first. So now we go into the backlinks, and you can see I've got, here's one from a Georgia business page. It's got a domain rank of 66. Here's one that's got a rank of 72. But I've got a bunch of high domain rank sites, authority sites coming to it. But when I click on the domain authority, you'll see that the G sites are all those links that you saw, the new sites coming in, they're all ranked 94. So they have high domain authority. And remember, they're going back to the local pages. And when you go back and you look at the dashboard again, and you take a look at referring domains, let me click on that now. Then what you see is here they pop up, Google Sites, 94 domain rank. And then you'll see that there's 1,672,910 of them in there, and that there's over 1,500 do follow links going. But that's what's driving me up. So now when I put a site in that high domain authority, that local page pops to the top. So and I don't have to have the G sites, but the G sites are the reason that they're popping to the top. So then, like, another thing I'm doing, I'm in real estate, so I've got map locations for that. So now when I'm doing cash for houses in the city, my actual map site's showing up. Notice this is for a different city, but the map pops up for it. And then, like, here's another example of it. This one, I have other people popping to the top, but then my maps are popping to the top. This second map is me. The third map is me. So I'm just telling you, this is like awesome stuff, and I want to thank you for it. And with that, I'm going to end this.